What's happening? What is going on, Cantaloupes? Whether you watch every game of every week or you're new to the sport, I'm going to break down each week's most important game that you cannot miss. I'm Mike Cantalupo, and today we present the biggest must-watch game every week of the NFL season. And a huge shout out to 999 for suggesting this video, or 999 or no, I think that's about it. Week 1, the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. This one is really the most interesting matchup because of the recent Khalil Mack trade. Lot of controversy around that situation, at least in Oakland. Now the Bears get one of the best defensive players in the league to face off against Aaron Rodgers. It is happening on Sunday night, so we all to watch the action. Week 2, the New England Patriots at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Only 2 weeks into the season, you already have a rematch of the thrilling AFC Championship game. You have the old blood in the New England Patriots and the up-and-coming Jacksonville Jaguars ready to make their mark as the best team in the AFC. Can Tom Brady get by without Julian Edelman and now without Brandon Cooks as well? This is a huge revenge game for the Jaguars. Many people say that they were robbed of winning the AFC Championship game. It could possibly be the game of the year, and it's only week 2. Week 3, the Los Angeles Chargers at the Los Angeles Rams. The all Los Angeles Bowl. I think this is the first time this is ever happening. Phillip Rivers, Jared Goff, 2 top 10 defensive units. Couple key matchups to look out for is Peters and Talib versus Keenan Allen and Travis Benjamin. Joey Bosa versus that Rams offensive line. There's plenty of enticing storylines here, and who will have the real home field advantage in LA. Week 4, Minnesota Vikings at the Los Angeles Rams. A Thursday nighter, so we'll all be able to watch it. Powerhouse NFC teams, Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, they go head-to-head. The Vikings' top-ranked defense from 2017 versus Sue, Aaron Donald, Aqib Talib, Marcus Peters. We know Thursday night games generally suck, but this has every making to not suck. What can I tell you? Week 5, the Minnesota Vikings at the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the rematch of the 2017 NFC Championship game. The Eagles destroyed the Vikings in that game, but now the Vikings have Kirk Cousins and Sheldon Richardson on each side of the ball. The game has to be closer this time, I would think. Now, let's not forget, it was Nick Foles who torched this Vikings secondary last year. Now, can Carson Wentz do the same thing? There are big home field implications in this contest, even though it's way early in the season. Week 6, the Kansas City Chiefs at the New England Patriots. 2 of the AFC's best teams every year. I already mentioned this game from last year as they shocked the Patriots in the season opener. The Chiefs did. That being said, they don't have Alex Smith now, but this is going to be the biggest test for Patrick Mahomes. Can the Chiefs offense expose the Patriots secondary again like they did in 2017? I'm not really sure, but enjoy watching. Week 7, the Los Angeles Rams at the San Francisco 49ers. Week 7 seems to be a little bit lame on the schedule, not too many great matchups, but the Rams and the 49ers will be a great game to watch on Sunday night. Jimmy G faces off against Jared Goff. The Rams had no answer for Jimmy G last year, but now he must face Aqib Talib and Marcus Peters. I know I keep putting the Rams on here, but they continuously pose the best matchups. Week 8, the Philadelphia Eagles at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Again, sorry to keep putting Philadelphia here. Sorry to keep putting the couple teams on here. But, it's a London game. And it's the defending champs versus the defending best defense in the AFC. London games usually suck, but finally, the people across the pond will have something to enjoy. I am totally in for this international matchup. Week 9, the Green Bay Packers at the New England Patriots. Obviously, could you pick a better game? Rodgers, Brady, part 2. If you couldn't tell by my French, this is only the second time that Rodgers and Brady are ever playing with each other. Rodgers won the first face-off back in 2014. Duel of the NFL's 2 best quarterbacks, 2 of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. It does not matter where you are, you cannot miss that game. Week 10, Carolina Panthers at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thursday night, again, we can all start off the week with something good. Cam Newton versus Ben Roethlisberger, 2 of the NFL's top-powered high offenses led by strong rushing offenses. Expect a really high-scoring contest. It is Cam versus Ben. Part 2 should be one for the record books. Week 11, the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is the Jaguars' first Sunday night game since when? I don't even know, but it's going to be an epic rematch of the 2007 division round. Two of the most talented teams in the conference. It's going to be Ben, Brown, and Bell versus Campbell, Ramsey, and Boyer. It could determine home field advantage in the postseason. Finally, the Jaguars are relevant, and they're popping up multiple times on our list. Week 12, the Green Bay Packers at the Minnesota Vikings. The Saints and Falcons Thanksgiving game, that deserves a shout out. You have to watch that before the turkey or after the turkey, whatever time you eat, wherever you are in the world. But both of these teams compete hard, and they're going to be competing for the NFC North crown. This could determine who wins the division. It is Rodgers versus the NFL's best defense from 2017, and it's all on Sunday night. Insert Carrie Underwood. She does Sunday night, right? Not Monday night? Yeah. Week 13, the New Orleans Saints at the Dallas Cowboys. Two of the NFL's most prolific offenses. The teams have always had some epic bouts. Breeze, Kamara, Thomas, Ingram versus Prescott, and Zeke. It's like I just stopped saying Ezekiel Elliott. Both teams should be in the playoff race. I think the Cowboys are going to bounce back this year. I mean, I'll give the upper hand to the Saints, but it should be a good one. Week 14, the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Oakland Raiders. Another Sunday nighter. They've been picking a couple good ones. This is John Gruden and the Raiders looking to make a statement. Can Derek Carr and company keep up with that Steelers offense? It's going to be a big, important time for playoff push. Will the Raiders even be in it, or will they disappoint us again like they did in 2017? My bet's on no, they're going to do well, and the Steelers are right in that race every year, so you don't have to question that. Week 15, the Philadelphia Eagles at the Los Angeles Rams. The Steelers-Patriots matchup is also a must-watch, but we see that every year. We have to give this one a shout-out. The Eagles and Rams are the two most talented teams in the NFC right now. Two teams that we wouldn't have thought of being great until recently, so let's get a new rivalry going, right? These two teams should be commanding the NFC for a long time, and this is the first real matchup of two young quarterbacks that are ultimately the new faces of the league. Week 16, the Pittsburgh Steelers at the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees versus Ben Roethlisberger. What else do you really have to say? You have Alvin Kamara versus Le'Veon Bell. You have Michael Thomas versus Antonio Brown. And it's 2 days before Christmas. What a great gift to all of us. Should be a high-scoring thriller. I'm a big fan of the Saints this year. Week 17, the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Houston Texans. Would you ever think in a million years that a Week 17 matchup between the Jaguars and Texans would be the most interesting matchup in the preseason? No, not me. But now those two teams will be fighting for their division. And Deshaun Watson is going to be back, and he's going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL versus the best defense in the NFL. What a way to close out the regular season. How strange. The tides are changing in the NFL, and I love it. What is your most favorable matchup in this NFL season? Let me know in the comments below. If you're looking forward to something else other than like the 7 teams that I mentioned, that's fair. Until next time, I'm Mike Cantalupo. Thanks for watching.